Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Looking for a man. It's Kane. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass on the jet motion. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where to go.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the...
Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Cobb. There he goes. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's King. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Throws it back. Here comes the heat. Caught, close to the marker, it's Haynes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the Yellow Jackets will go for it on fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia Tech. Paging George P. Burdell.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt and from the right side. And he had just enough to will that one home. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Auburn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the 2nd level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's King. Floats it out in space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
The Yellow Jackets will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances. And
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
And that one's incomplete. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The short hands, it's Parker. At the 35, he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bentley. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Parker. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Dampier. He caught it. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll park it at the 1. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone. 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Green. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Parker. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
It is good. That brings them to within one.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Simmons. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Auburn offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking for space. It's high. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads it left. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Parker. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Utes in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Dampier. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
defenders have to really understand body position and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Using his legs, it's Parker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Utah!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
To throw, it's Daniels. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Parker. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Safe completion on the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on 4th and short. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they will score. Touchdown, Utes.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry.
Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
The extra point here would tie the game, and the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The Utes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
A strike downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Running into the open space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to...
Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, then they jump on top here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Running to Green. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Utes want to crank for tempo.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bentley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
There he goes.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback going to strike.
The Utes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground, he's got it again. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Gets it out fast. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Utes headed quickly to the line. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run it from the gun. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball in the ground.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop.
Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do. Hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to swing it on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand it. First of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. He does a great job of getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top, and they can't make the connection.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta have it here on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll go right back to the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On the run, it's Cobb. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down coming up.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the try is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here.